Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope that your day, weekend, Thanksgiving, all of it has been phenomenal. I hope you've made wonderful memories with your friends and with your family. And I also want to thank you so much for the heartfelt encouragement during this past week. It has been quite difficult, and for you, I am forever grateful. Thank you so much for every piece of encouragement. So let's get started today. I have a few things to share with you. First of all, let's see, the bag that I am currently carrying today, actually, let's say first off, this is in a different room than you have seen before. I normally come to you from my home office, and tonight I'm coming to you from, I guess you would call this a bonus room in my home. I have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. It has a lot of square footage. I have like an eat-in kitchen area. I have a formal dining room. Then I have a bonus room that's in between like the 2 regular bedrooms, not the master bedroom. And then I have this odd unnamed room, like I don't know what you'd call it, but it is where my addictions lie. So it has my bags, it has some of my other things that I do. I have one of my dining rooms I actually turned into a music room, so I can't say that. And the other room, I guess I'm kind of greedy with the square footage. You guys should have a talk to my guy about it, but I have another section where I do painting, and one day I will take you guys in there if you're interested, and I will show you that. It's like a mini studio kind. I'm really not good, so don't get really excited, but I like to do it. So I'll show you the studio, and I'll show you some of the paintings. But in the meantime, this is like a hodgepodge of, I have like some sewing things in here, and it's really like it's climate controlled really well in here. So it's where I usually keep some of my purses. And I have recently started putting them up on some shelving that I had kind of just hanging out here, trying not to necessarily purchase anything new. So anyway, I got in here and I was kind of straightening things out, and I went, I wonder if I should kind of move some of the lighting equipment and everything else in here. And it looks to be working out. I'll let you know how it goes. But in the meantime, the purse that I am currently rocking is my Dooney & Bourke Zip Zip, and that's what it's looking like on the inside. Fairly organized. I had been kind of cluttered and wild for the past couple of weeks, but I'm getting kind of everything back on track now, and that's a really good thing. Tonight I want to share with you that I didn't really go Black Friday shopping. Now normally, in the past, that's something that I really like doing. Often, I am one of those very organized individuals, and I truly am done with Christmas shopping every year before Black Friday even hits, before Thanksgiving comes. I am done. Anytime throughout the year I see something that's a good deal, or if I see it and I go, oh, that would be so great for so-and-so, I go ahead and pick it up because, well, I just think I know that's going to be a great thing at Christmas time or their birthday, and I just make sure that I pick it up. And I have in one of my closets, I have some like tubs that you can get, storage tubs. And I just place them in there, and when it comes time for birthdays and Christmases, I go check in my box, and, and sure enough, I've got something tagged for that individual, so it makes it really great. But I really love people, so I love to get out and enjoy Black Friday. And because it hasn't been necessarily a great time for me, I didn't go do the Black Friday like I normally would, but I did kind of put myself in gear. It was still Friday morning, so about 9 o'clock, I guess, and truthfully, I'm one of those, like into the night kind of people, and I am well on my way back home by that by that time. But I just thought, well, hey, I'd like to go down and pick up maybe a couple sets of sheets at Belk. Belk is the one place that I will always go for Black Friday. It is the place where I buy all of my sheets for the coming year because they put them on a really good deal. They're the ones that I would buy normally. And since they're a good deal, I just go stock up. that's just become part of my tradition. So I thought, well, just get out there and love a couple of individuals, and that will be just fine. And I'm really glad that I did. I felt that it was very soul healing to get around some really just wonderful, sweet people. It wasn't, and by the way, I'm not into the wild Black Friday. I am into the peaceful, kind of have some good conversations while we're looking through some things for people that we love. That I'm that kind of Black Friday shopper, and that's exactly what it was. There were a lot of people in the store, but people were very peaceful. It was hey, I think you were here first. You go, or we were looking at jewelry, and one of the ladies was like, I can't find the one that I'm looking for. She was with her friend, so I was like, hey, what were you looking for? So I ended up helping her, and another gal kind of came in. So it was like this wonderful just camaraderie, and that's really what it's all about. It was very healing, very cathartic for me, and I'm grateful for that. But I did want to take some time to kind of show you what I got. Some of it was really cool. So with that, I know that I've gone long, so let me just share a couple of things with you. So these, now after I've just said I would have gotten these sheets anyway, I got there, and these were like a doorbuster, and I would normally not have bought, I hadn't noticed this before. And I'm real weird about the sheets that I sleep on. I'm kind of like, do you remember reading the story about the princess and the pea? That's really me. If anything goes wonky or wrong in the bed, like, I'm gonna know. I'm gonna feel the little tiny pea under 1,200 mattresses. I'm gonna go, oh, something has gone amiss in my bed. Like, I'm just really funky about that. I have to be comfortable. I used to be a real heavy sleeper. These days I'm not. I'm a really light sleeper. The sheets definitely play a role in how comfortable I'm going to be for the night. So here we go. This was actually a really good sheet set. I don't see what it was normally, but it was really cheap. I think it was like $34 for the whole set, and that's a queen, and that's not too bad. And it's 1,000 thread count. And I'll be real honest, I am that kind of person that's like a feeler. You know me, and like the outside bag of the baton, so this shouldn't be surprising. So, I kind of got down in there, and I was feeling all along all of the sheets that were on sale. And these really did feel quite wonderful. So I picked this one up, and then I picked up this color because I thought it would go, with quite a bit. It's getting cooler down here, so I am looking to switch out my comforter and all of that good stuff. I was hoping to find one at the Black Friday sale, but I didn't find one that I was particularly interested in, so the search will continue. But let's go on to the next bag. Now this one I am so excited about. This is some really good stuff. So I will start pulling them out one by one. Now first of all, I am like a fanatic for things that go inside purses, and this just happens to be a smaller wallet, and it's that New Direction. The New Direction that I always talk about, my favorite wallet that I showed you like on occasion. This one is normally $35, and then it was on clearance for $24.50. Now during the sale, it was anything clearance was 50% off of what you see here. So that would make it, what, $12.25? $12.25. So if that's wrong, you guys can let me know. Please forgive me. My guy doesn't love me for my mathematical skills. It's not a gift. So anyway, I think this is really cool. Look at this. There's a whole lot of options for storing credit cards or store cards or medical cards, whatever it is. And I happen to be a card kind of individual. There's where your cash would go. And it has this really great zipper here for coins. I thought this was a phenomenal wallet. And I thought, wow, this would be an option for a smaller wallet, when I carry the smaller bags. And that color, that's just so pretty. That's that, it reminds me of the Dooney & Bourke elephant color. And it's really, very pretty. And these are just really absolutely beautiful, very, very vibrant. And, it just made me happy. So that definitely happened. It went right in my bag. And then You know, gosh, I don't know if I should show you this or not. I think that I'm not. I'll just give you a little hint here. This is something that I picked up at Belk. I was so excited about it that I decided that this would be a future giveaway. I know that we're wrapping up our current giveaway this next week, but I'm not going to show it to you right now. Just know that I got something really cool that's going to be for our next giveaway after this one is over. So here I go, not showing it to you, and I'm going to put it right over there. That's for later. Okay, so so here's some things that I wanted to show you. One, I was over looking at the jewelry. You know, obviously I love to wear earrings and necklaces. I don't so much like to wear rings or anything on my wrist. I do have some Tiffany's that I will put on when I'm out in more of the winter time, but in the summertime it just gets really hot down here, and I'm just not one of the, I don't know, I'm not one of the most ladylike women. I puff up when it's hot and it just feels horrible. So I'll do necklaces and earrings, but that's about it. And I know that some of you have commented on the many necklaces and earrings that I do have. And I'm going to be really honest. I'm going to let you in on a secret right now. This is really how I do it. I go to places like Belk. Belk is one of the easiest ones for me. Kim Rogers is the store brand for Belk, and she always has these little sets, and it's the earring and the necklace, and I love them. They are typically, I'm going to show you, like this one would be $25, and you'll notice that this was tagged $11.99 because it's on clearance, so basically 12 bucks. Now again, because it was part of the clearance items at Belk, it was half off. So 12 bucks, half off, that's $6. So $6 for a necklace and earrings. And I know this is just cheap costume jewelry, but to be honest, I don't care. I really like the look of just different colors and that kind of thing. So there is that. Pick that lovely, these lovely items up for $6. Was really excited about it and happy to pay it. So here we go with another set of Kim Rogers. This one, and I know I got two that are kind of similar, but isn't that pretty? I thought it was lovely, and I think it will go with a lot of things. And then I took a look at this one. Guess what? It was $25 on clearance for $11.99, and of course that was $6 as well. And then, but wait, there's more. This one is another Kim Rogers. This one, oh, is really, really pretty. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now this one was also $25, $11.99, so $6. I just feel like I really did well in the jewelry department. I thought it was so impressed with that. So let me show you the last two that I've got here. So they were all Kim Rogers. Now that's just your basic silver, and I gotta tell you, this one was, okay, so it was normally $20 and $9.99, so $10, and then half off, so it was $5 for necklaces and earrings. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Now, here's the one that I really like, of course, still Kim Rogers. Isn't that beautiful? I really, really love this one. This one was my favorite. I cannot wait to wear it. This one was not on clearance, $25, but it was half off. So not bad, right? I can deal with that. So there's that, and I think that I've got one more thing. Oh, here we go. So here's the last thing that I bought over in the jewelry department. And I know that when you guys have seen my bags, there's always some kind of pom-pom or some kind of charm hanging off of it. I really do love those. They kind of make me feel a little sassy. I think they're just as cute as they can be. And, you know, here in Florida, I try to support local things. So one of the local things here is the Gators. It's the football team that's local from the University of Florida. I want to show you that little tag that's hanging off of there. I thought this was just really so cute. And it was normally $25, and it was half off. And I thought, wow, for that price, I will be happy to throw that on one of my more sporty bags. I was thinking about, I have a lovely Kate Spade that's gray, and I was thinking, I think it would really go well with that, and I'll show you another day on that one, and hopefully, I think it'll look pretty good. We'll see how it goes. On to the next bag. The next thing that I got, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to wiggle you guys. The next thing that I got was Pyrex. Now, I don't need Pyrex, I have to tell you. Most of my family, we grew up, you know, in the Pennsylvania wilds, but where we live is not that far, really, truly, from the New York border, about 15 minutes from the New York border. And one of the things that it's really close to is a town called Corning, New York. Now, I know you guys know Corning because Corning does quite a bit of dishware and glass. They have a glass factory. Now, I say have. I guess the proper would be had because they were purchased by a company called, what is it, World Kitchen, I think. So they are no longer there. I think the museum still remains, but they don't make Corning or Pyrex there anymore. And that's one of the saddest things, I think. My dad was actually a glass blower at Corning Glass Works, and my grandpa, he also worked at Corning. My uncles, some of them worked for Corning, and it was really great. You know, I have some wonderful stories about, you know, and this was really a long time ago. You know, Corning, you know, way back before outlet malls were here, when Corning had things that were seconds, they were things where their patterns were just like slightly off or whatever. And you could go to the employee store, you know, with your family members, and you could choose things that were just slightly off. Like that's how the outlet stores got started, because you could get seconds, things that were just a little quite not right. And, you know, we grew up off of the not right stuff at Corning, and I miss that. I used to love to go there and go to the museum. I still do go to the museum when I'm up there, but it's just a little bit different, and a lot of the things have changed, and that's a little sad. But anyway, I digress, and this is what I found there. This is kind of a nod to one of the old bowls that they had. It was a special edition, and they weren't clear like this. It had the, you know, that white Corning glass, but it had these stripes along it, and I thought this was just the cutest little nod to that pattern and time. Now, I know a lot of the younger gals that I was shopping and standing in line with that were picking them up as well. They were just looking at them, they were like, oh, that's a really cute pattern, I like it. You know, but for me, it was just very nostalgic. So I picked up two, one for me and one for somebody. I'm not going to tell you who in case you're watching, so you won't know until you get it, but when you do, it will be great for Christmas, and you're going to enjoy it. It will be a surprise then. My lips are sealed on who this is going to go to. You can tell that it was $22, and they were on sale for $9.99. So that was a really good deal as well. And then here's the last of it, other than I did go into the clothing department, and I got, let's see, I got two dresses, two covers that are, you know, kind of like this. You just kind of, you know, drape it over your outfits. And then I got I want to say 3 shirts, and they were all on clearance and then 50% off. So, I mean, it was another one of those really great deals where I got dresses for like $7, I think, one, and then I think I paid like $10 for the other. Just absolutely incredible. So the last thing that I really got was this thing. It's a mini maker grill. I'm going to show this to you, and it's actually in pink. I'm so excited about it, but this is really what it is. You know, like you've seen like the George Foreman grills, Well, this is the same kind of thing. You know, like, look here, you can make sandwiches. And I just thought that this was so cute. This would be great at a personal level for anybody, you know, in a dorm or somebody who just wanted to take out something really quick and do it. So I picked up a few of these. I got one in silver, a couple in pink, and they actually had, let's see, let me take this pink one out. They actually had one that was like a cute little mint green. I thought it was adorable, right? Now this one is not, you know, it's not a, what do you call it? It's not a grill, it's a waffle maker, as is this one. I fell in love with them and I thought they were so cute, and they were $9.99, I think. So I know, kind of gadgety, but I do have some individuals in mind, again, not saying who, and you may or may not know who you are, but I think that if you see this, I'm so sorry if you see this prior to Christmas and it resonates with your heart, it's probably a really good chance that one's going to be under the tree for you. I'm sad that it's not a surprise now. I should have thought this through, but I'm very excited to share it with you. And I think that's really it for what I picked up there. It was really a good time, and it did put me in a better frame of mind and in some good spirits. So I guess it was really retail therapy. It did good, and I hope that your Thanksgiving and that your after Thanksgiving shopping was just as wonderful and just as good. Now, one thing that I did do was I took a look at some Michael Kors while I was there in Belk, and I want to tell you, Michael Kors isn't something that I have ever owned before, but there's a couple of ladies that make it look so awesome. I've kind of decided that I want to look into it a little bit. Brenda Loves Bags is one of them. She has shown so many wonderful Michael Kors bags. She's kind of developed a definite interest in Michael Kors. And then there's also, you know, just a couple of other individuals, like Frances Ann is another one. And just the two of them, I just love them to pieces. And I love watching their videos. And when they show up with a Michael Kors, I'm always like, well, that's a really pretty bag. I don't know what I necessarily have against them. I've never purchased them. I've always looked more towards Dooney & Burr, more towards Tory Burch, more towards Kate Spade than necessarily Michael Kors. So I took a look-see. I did find a couple of things that I was interested in. I didn't take the jump because here's why. About 40 minutes away from my house, there is a mall, and it's in St. Augustine, Florida. If you're ever heading through, you definitely want to stop there. It's a really good outlet mall, and there they have a Kate Spade, a Michael Kors, and also a Dooney & Burke, and they're like really close to each other, as well as a Cole Haan. It's like boop, 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 boop. And I love to go shopping there. Cole Haan, I usually get shoes, but in the other places I usually end up with bags. Now, I know that I'm going to hit there tomorrow. I'm going to go with a really good friend of mine, and I think that it's going to be fun. But when I was looking, I was like, wow, I don't think the deals are as good as I would like them to be, and I'm going to go check and see what the outlet mall has to offer, and I think the prices are still good into tomorrow. So I'm going to see what's there, and if not, I'll come back and get one of the bags that I was looking at. So I don't know. It'll have to be a surprise. Maybe I'll pick up something, maybe I won't. More to come on that. But in the meantime, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, take a moment to subscribe. If this is the first time you're taking a look at my channel, I want you to know there is a giveaway that's still open. Go down in the list of my videos and look for, I think it was an unboxing and giveaway, and it's probably about 4 or 6 videos ago. And click on that, and there's just take a look at the video, and there's an item there that I talk about. So take a look at it, do what it says, enter it. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful evening. I hope that life is going to be good to you, and just go out and make some memories, and please love Love those that you see, whether it's a stranger, whether it's those that are in your family or friends that you have chosen to be close in your life. Go love them. Make a phone call. Go reach out to them. Do not let them go, because life is so short, my friends. People will come and they will go in the blink of an eye. So waste no time. Waste no time. Please go and love. Go love. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.